Good afternoon, guys. Today's project is going to be to repair this broken PVC pipe. It's just a faucet that I use at the back side of the pump house to water the garden. So what you're going to need is something to cut your pipe with. You don't necessarily have to buy a pipe cutter. You can just use a hacksaw with a fine blade on it. You'll need a new inline connector, need primer, and all-purpose cement. See, it's the multi-use. So the first thing that I'm going to do is cut off the old connector and get the pipe cleaned up. I've got an old rag I'm just going to wipe it down with, and then I'll show you guys how I prime it and put it back together. So if you decide to use this type of cutter, you want to be very careful to make sure that you just do start the blade into it, and then you're going to twist, because PVC can crack. So just slowly twist it and you'll get a nice clean edge there. Now the other end I've already done, the one that's in the ground there. So I just take my clean dry rag, wipe as much of the dirt, etc. off as I can. Okay, so I've got my pieces cut and got them cleaned up with just a rag. Then we're going to take our primer, and there's a brush in the can. Let it drip off a little bit. You might want to wear gloves because this stuff stains everything that it touches. So just gently go around the outside 2-3 times, covering more than what you expect to have to use. Let that air dry for a little bit. And then do the same thing with your connector, your inline connector. And this one you want to do on the inside. And you can go ahead and do both ends. On this, there's going to be a little ridge in there. That's your kind of halfway point. I don't know if you can see that. But I go ahead and coat everything inside. Let that air dry a little bit. And then you're also going to coat the pipe that you're connecting to. Air dried quite a bit now. And we take our cement. And this is the multi-purpose or multi-use. I let it drip off quite a bit. You don't need to use too much. The more you have on your pipe, the longer it'll take to set and dry. So, and just do the same thing. Go all the way around. Make sure you've got a nice coating, but not too much. I got too much. So just a good thin coat. And then do the same thing with your inline connector. Go ahead and do both ends of that. And around your pipe that you're connecting to. Alright, I'm going to just take the connector and we're going to put it down over that pipe until not too much pressure, but just till it hits the stop on that center ridge. And then take your pipe, slide it down in. And make sure that it's set in the direction that you want it to face once it sets. And then we just let that cure. I usually like to let mine cure overnight.